Hi, this is Frances Hughes, the Assistant Director and Editor of Witherburn After School News. If you're a fan of Witherburn After School News and want to support us, a great way would be to join us on Patreon. With a $5 monthly donation, you can gain access to ad-free episodes, exclusive content, and our Discord. You can also make a one-time donation on our Ko-fi and gain access to the Discord along with a special Discord role. You can find the links to our Patreon and Ko-fi in the episode description and on our website, witherburnnews.com. Or you can go to patreon.com/Witherburn or ko-fi.com/Witherburn After School News. Thank you to all our supporters. We couldn't do this podcast without you.
Hello, Witherburn. We have a very special interview today with Amelia Farrow-Garcia, which I know y'all are excited about. I've been saying I want to interview Amelia for a while now, and it's finally happening. Though before that, we have some updates and stories to get through. Don't worry, I'll make it worth your time. Today, we have stories about a nuclear bunker, cannibal elephants, and the strange hunting accident near Magnolia. All of that and more this time on Witherburn After School News. First, I want to talk about Ivy Groder, who is helping Robin Hoffman plan the school dance, which is great. Ivy has always had a knack for planning, but, it can be hard planning an event like this. I should know, I helped Robin plan the homecoming dance last year. It's a lot. I mean, you really have to trust the person you're planning it with. There's just so many things that need to be done in a timely manner, and you have to know exactly how much is in the budget and what's most important. Because, it's just a really hard job. And I know Ivy has a lot to do with the Pagan Club, so don't be afraid to ask for advice. Or, I'd be more than willing to help out with planning homecoming with Robin. Just gonna throw my hat in the ring, in case she needs any more help. I know I'm not officially part of the student council, but I have experience with it. So, yeah. Yep. Well, let's talk about the nuclear bunker Mr. Smith found in his backyard. That's right, a nuclear bunker. See, Mr. Smith has a property line that extends into the woods, and as he was doing some general upkeep, he found this massive pile of barbed wire. He almost stepped on it because it was covered by so many leaves and underbrush, and the barbed wire covered an area of about 3 square feet. And while he was, of course, curious as to why his property had a massive amount of barbed wire on it, he was more focused on getting rid of this safety hazard. So he got his thickest gloves and began to remove the wire, which, guys, I know this town is full of Southern audacity, but if you ever find something like this in your backyard, you should call the city to remove of it properly. I'm honestly surprised Mr. Smith even attempted to get rid of it himself. The man is like 65 and that stuff can be heavy. Plus, he lives alone, so why is he handling dangerous materials like that? Oh, actually, I know why. It's because Mr. Smith still thinks he's 25. Anyways, he tried cleaning up the barbed wire and then noticed that the barbed wire led deeper into the woods. So again, instead of calling the city or the fire department or, my God, even the forestry service, he just followed the trail. The trail led about 100 feet into the woods and made a circle around. This is going to sound crazy. A door in the ground. The barbed wire had clearly been attached to a fence, but that was long ago. He opened the door and, surprisingly, it led to a Cold War-era nuclear bunker. It had 3 rooms, a bedroom, a kitchen, and a pantry, and this pantry, y'all, was fully stocked. I'm talking there was probably 2 to 3 years worth of cans and dried goods in there. There also seemed to have been electricity at one point, but Mr. Smith couldn't get the lights to turn on. And it was at this point that Mr. Smith, after doing some rogue urban exploration, decided he was going to call someone. The news, which, and this is a side thought, but the news, I I don't think I would be calling the news if I found a secret bunker. Anyway, the news showed up and started reporting. And then almost immediately the FBI showed up and commandeered the place. They said it's because they suspect it has something to do with the Clark's cult, but yeah, I don't really believe them. Governments taking secret bases is just plain suspicious. It's always going to be. Either way, Mr. Smith's house now looks like a certified crime scene. Okay, which rather morbidly leads us to the tragic news of Dylan Gomez. After being considered missing for 3 days, Dylan's body has been found in the woods by a hunter. Dylan Gomez was labeled as missing by his wife after he didn't return from a hunting trip. Authorities are saying his death was most likely a hunting accident, and they believe that he was mauled by a bear. And no foul play is suspected. He was found at the bottom of a broken hunting stand with his gun thrown nearly 10 feet from him. His body had large claw marks on it, as well as a bite mark on his neck. Authorities speculate that he probably attempted to escape to the nearest hunting stand, even though he knew it wouldn't hold him up. Though all of this is speculation because it's hard to tell, since it's clear his body has been in the elements for a few days. He will need to be seen by a coroner. Now, I know since we're in black bear country, people tend not to take bears as seriously, but this just proves that black bears are just as dangerous as any other bear. Now, authorities believe this was a freak accident and that people shouldn't worry. Just remember that you shouldn't go on hunting trips alone, and someone should always know exactly where you are. My heart goes out to Dylan's family. The Gomez's also wanted me to note that the funeral's on Saturday, and it's at Living Water Church. It will be a closed casket. All right, moving on to some local updates. The Spanish Moss Diner is having a 2-for-1 breakfast deal, which applies to all of their breakfast menu items, so don't be afraid to take advantage of that. They also wanted to note that they are now doing to-go breakfast bags, and the breakfast deal applies to these as well. They say their goal is to get more students to stop by on their way to school. Their go-to breakfast bag options include mini pancakes, breakfast tacos, bagel sandwiches, and egg bites. I have had their egg bites, and they're really good. So if you don't want to deal with school breakfast or you're just running low on time, then run by the Spanish Moss Diner. Oh, the Swamp Children are doing a concert out by the park on Saturday. It's free to attend, and they're encouraging families to come. Some of you might remember that they tried to do a concert in the park last month, except there was an alligator sunbathing on the stage, so they had to cancel. Well, they have made sure to prevent any surprise alligators this time by simply putting up a short fence around the stage. They will be selling some merch at the concert as well as concessions. All the proceeds go to helping them record their first album, which is more difficult than it seems because the nearest place to record is in Georgia, which is like 4 hours away, so they need travel money, hotel money, as well as the money to rent the space. But I saw their merch, and it's pretty cute. So yeah, bring your friends and family and go enjoy a concert in the park. Now, before we get on to our very important interview, let's talk about the crazy cannibal elephant that Mr. Pickler saw. Yep, he thought he saw an elephant out in them woods. But I'll let him tell the story.
It was a mammoth. It looked like something straight out of the Ice Age.
Okay, and where did you see this mammoth?
Well, out by Mr. Brown's farm. It was eating one of his cows, and, blood was everywhere, and, I knew better than to draw attention myself, so I stopped my car. Well, there was no way I was driving past that thing, but then it was like it sensed me or something, 'cause it looked directly at me with these strange yellow eyes, and then it started to charge right at me. So, I put my car in reverse and hightailed it out of there best I could, and, it chased me all down the road. And finally, it must have just gotten bored or something, 'cause it just ran off into the woods.
So to clarify, you saw a carnivorous mammoth eating Mr. Brown's cows?
I swear on my good eye, that's what I saw.
Well, that's a lot to unpack there. Before I get into what this monster most resembles, I would like to go over the evidence. First off, something did in fact kill one of Mr. Brown's cows. Rachel Brown found a half-eaten one while doing her morning chores. Which, okay, it's a little freaky because black bears don't often go for cows, and look, it could possibly be an eastern cougar. Though they've been marked as practically extinct by Fish and Wildlife since if they are even still around, their numbers are so few that it doesn't matter, and most likely there are none left, and the sightings of them are just classic Appalachian wives' tales. It's just a strange situation. Mr. Brown looked into what Mr. Pickler said and tried to search for footprints of a mammoth-like creature because surely something like that would have left some, but he couldn't find anything. He did find the tire marks from when Mr. Pickler was driving backwards down the road. Mr. Brown says he thinks maybe Mr. Pickler hit his cow and didn't want to fess up to it. I don't know, though. Rachel was telling me about how it didn't look like something hit that cow. Something was eating it. Strange, but I'm sure you're wondering what on earth Mr. Pickler could have seen. Well, I believe he saw the Atipa tacoba, or more commonly known as the big man-eater. This indigenous legend has some similar variation all across the Americas, though the one we're focusing on is specific to the tribes in the Alabama region. It's described as a cannibal elephant, but guys, here's my thought process with that. None of what I can find of this creature describes it as eating others of its kind. So it's not a cannibal, it just eats humans. Either way, it is a giant, hairy elephant that eats people. There isn't much mythos surrounding this legend, probably because to a certain extent it's just outlandish. I mean, if there was a giant elephant walking around the woods, we would know. It's impossible not to know. So, like with many legends, it became less and less common for this story to be told around the fire because, to put it bluntly, it wasn't scary and it didn't teach the children any lessons. Sure, it's always sad to see folk tales like this fade away, but that's just the life cycle of these stories. They're only told if they're useful and important. So, how did a legend like this start? Well, really think about it. What used to roam the Americas and looked like a giant furry elephant? A mammoth. And stories like this are a reason some archaeologists believe mammoths survived on mainland America for longer than we previously thought. And it would make sense, too. Mammoths were dangerous creatures that you would have needed to warn children about. And eventually, as creatures like this die off, they turn less into fact and more into fiction. Hence, the man-eater. And now, do I think Mr. Pickler saw a mammoth? No, of course not. I think he was probably driving drunk and saw a black bear eating a cow. But hey, that would scare me too, so I don't really blame him. All right. Looks like all the stories are out of the way. All right, let's get to the main event. A special interview with Amelia Farrow-Garcia.
Hello. It's nice to finally be on the show.
And it's nice to have you. All right, before we get into the questions, is there anything interesting going on that you want the viewers to know about?
Oh, I'm starting to host SAT study groups on Tuesdays at the public library. Everyone from Witherburn High School or even Magnolia High School is more than welcome to join me. I'll bring some snacks and some study supplies, and it can be a nice way to get some extra studying done.
Oh, that sounds nice, actually. I will have to go to that. I mean, I really need to study for the SATs. They're going to be here sooner rather than later.
I feel like you've been busy with some other things.
Yeah. Well, at least I don't have to worry about my college essay.
Oh, I'm also available to help people with those, BT dubs.
Wow. My God, you're doing everything.
Gotta get into Princeton somehow.
And that leads us into our first question. For as long as I've known you, you've always wanted to go to Princeton. Why?
Well, neither of my parents went to college, which they didn't really need to because my dad knew he was going to take over the bait shop, and my mom knew that she was going to be a stay-at-home mom. They never told me that college was necessary, but they always said that I should try my best at whatever I do, and success will follow. When I realized I wanted to become a lawyer, I took that ideology with me. If I'm trying my best to become a lawyer, then where is the best place to study? Princeton.
So why did you want to become a lawyer?
Well, people in rural areas deserve proper legal consultation and... Well, actually, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure my reasons have changed.
Oh? How so?
Well, this is going to sound stupid. When Hunter told me that no one would miss me if I wasn't this golden girl, I got scared. This idea that if I wasn't exceptional, then I was worth less than another person. And in a sense, he was right, Alice. The people who went missing, they looked like me. They were raised like me, they were just like me, except I was making headlines and they weren't. It's terrifying watching people like you dropping like flies and wondering if you're going to be next. Success didn't become something to strive for, it started to feel like a survival tool. Every award, every A+, every mention in the paper felt like another layer of armor. You can't get me because I'm different.
Oh my God.
I haven't told this to anyone. I don't know why I'm telling this to you. I mean, I feel selfish thinking this way. That I'm somehow more important than anyone. I mean, I don't think that, but I kinda do. I mean, everything is like life or death right now. I make a bad grade on a homework assignment and all of a sudden I'm having a panic attack in the bathroom.
It's okay. You're not a bad person. Do you need me to get off the air? We don't have to continue the interview.
No, I'm fine. Honestly, it feels nice to be able to talk about this. I also want people to know that he didn't just hurt those people in the woods. He hurt the people here as well.
Alice.
Yeah. He did.
Whew, okay. Okay, I'm a little less frazzled. That was a lot all at once. What's the next question?
Oh. Right. Well, I was going to ask about your ballet training. What do you like about it?
This sounds weird, but I like it because it's a dance with answers. It's like a math equation, and there's a certain formula that has to be done, and if you do it correctly, then you get the right answers.
You can help her, Alice.
No.
So for me, ballet is very relaxing. That if I keep working on the formula, eventually I will be correct, which I know it's nerdy to compare art to math, but it just makes the moves make more sense in my head.
Use my book.
No.
What?
I'm sorry. You were breaking up a bit. You know what? Let's just move on to the next question. People are curious as to how you've managed to stay on top of your grades while taking ballet and helping at the tackle shop. How do you manage to balance your schedule?
Alice, listen to me.
Oh, well, I multitask a lot. Like, I do homework while I'm working shifts at the shop, or I'm listening to the textbook while driving to ballet.
It would only take one person.
Stop! Oh, shut up!
Alice, are you okay?
You could have anything, Alice. Set me free.
Oh my God, be quiet.
What did I do?
No, not you. Him, he's in my head.
Who is in your head?
Tell her about me. Tell her why you kept my book.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Whoa. Okay. I'm gonna leave the call now. I hope you feel better.
I can't do this anymore. You need to get out of my head. Come on, Birdie. Please.
I can get her to talk to you. She can be in your life again. All you have to do is...
You aren't real. No, you aren't real. Birdie.
Customer you're trying to reach is
Birdie.
not available.
I won't go away until you help me, Alice.
I won't help you!
Alice, I'm gonna say this so nicely. Please lock in. I don't know what's going on, but like, focus, please. Who are you talking to?
He's gone. Okay, you know how you wanted to do a collab with me? Well, okay, fine, I'll do it.
Okay, but I really need you to tell me what's going on with you.
I'll explain it to you. I promise. I just really need someone with me on this. Okay?
So you need a ride or die?
Sure. I need a ride or die.
Bet, I got you.
Witherburn After School News is written and directed by Jordan Oliver, assistant directed by Francis Hughes and Spencer Samson, edited by Francis Hughes, Alice is played by Jordan Oliver, Death is played by William Cates, Amelia is played by Miranda T. Grauzas, and Dyce is played by Miles Hanna.